In this section, we will be doing files, classes, and objects. We will be learning methods, exception handling, files input and output, and introduction to classes and objects. So in this video, we'll be understanding methods, which includes the method anatomy, the void return type and static methods, calling methods, and returning from methods. So back to our code from last section, let's go ahead and delete this part, and then let's also delete this part. Now we are back to the basics. So to start off with, we have the method anatomy. So first, you have the name. And here, the name is equal to the main right here. Next, you have the arguments, which right here is just equal to this variable here. But when you create methods yourself, you can always add more parameters. Next, you have the return type. For this method, it's void. Now void is a special type of return type, and it just means that this method returns nothing. Next, you have the access modifiers, and that includes the words public and static. And after that, you have the method body, which includes this part, inside the curly braces. So let's go ahead and create our own method. So first, let's add the access modifiers. Next, we add the return type. Now the name, and then the parameters. For this method, we'll be just adding two numbers together, so we only need two parameters. And then we have the body. Now let's print out the sum of these two numbers in this method. Just like that. And now the static keyword here, that just means that this method is associated with this class. So let's go ahead and call this method from our main method. So as you can see, we type in the word add, and then we put in the parameters, which includes 5 and 10. You can put in any type of integer here, as long as they are integers. And now let's click play and see what happens. As you can see, it printed out 15, which is the sum of 5 and 10. Next, we have the return type. So let's change this void to make it an int. And then now instead of printing out the sum of the two numbers, let's return them. So this return keyword here means that this method will give back x plus y. Now in our main method, we can create a variable that gets the addition of 5 and 10. All we have to do is create the variable. And just like that, has the variable type, the variable name, and then you're initializing it to add 5, and now we can print out this variable. As you can see, it still prints out 15. Now that is the basics of methods.